Week 5 meal planning for the 2023 Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. Good morning, friends. It's Carrie from Carrie's Culinary Crafts, and today we are doing the Week 5 menu planning for the 2023 Three Rivers Pantry Freezer Challenge. This week I brought up several items, which I'll insert a clip here of what I brought up from the freezer. Okay, for this week, what I brought up to use up and make a meal plan over are, I got some 3 cheese tortellinis. I got some ribeye steaks. Got some smoked sausage. And I have 3 pounds of drumsticks here. So I'm gonna figure out a meal plan using these items as well as whatever else I find in my pantry. And there's a few things in the refrigerator that I need to use up. I need to move some things that was on the menu from last week that I didn't get a chance to make, so I'm moving it forward to this week. So this week's menu plan I think is going to be a little bit easier because we have a little bit of different things going on, including my son cooking one night this week. So that's going to be really exciting. So I have to use up, I have hamburger, I have chicken legs, I have ribeye steaks, sausage, and in my refrigerator, I just have on my list here things that need to be used up. I have some leftover farro that I made from the other day. And then there is some ribs and mac and cheese left over from what I cooked yesterday. I think that will probably be gone today. Between my husband and I for lunch, it'll probably be gone today. So I doubt I'm even gonna have to worry about that. However, okay, so yesterday, menu got kind of messed up. I was supposed to make the tuna cakes yesterday. And we had 2 extra people over for dinner. So instead of making the tuna cakes, which is something that, I've never made before, and I just figured I wanted to make something a little more substantial since I had more people, plus 3 of the people that were staying here were going to be going off to baseball. So I wanted to make sure that they had plenty to eat. So I made barbecue ribs and homemade mac and cheese, and then green beans as the vegetable. So that was a good filler for my son, his friend, who they're both on the same baseball team, and my husband, who has to go and coach, their baseball team. So I made that yesterday. So I moved the tuna. I'm going to move the tuna cakes to today. Oh, and I did do the stuff that the first step I normally always do is put in all of our appointments and stuff. So I know this week how I can plan. And I don't have anything different going on this week. It's just my son's baseball and track and field practices. So there's nothing else that is currently planned other than that. So today I'm going to go ahead and do those tuna cakes that I was supposed to do yesterday that I didn't do. So I'm going to write tuna cakes. And we have that leftover farro in there. So I think that would be a good side. That farro risotto as a side to the tuna cakes. Risotto. And then we will have some veggie side. Okay, Tuesday. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. And have the standard 2 practices. He has track until 5 and then baseball 6:30 to 8:30. So Taco Tuesday, I'm going to go ahead and make taco salads this week because I want to use up the rest of that lettuce that I have in there. It's starting to brown, so I want to go ahead and use the rest of it. And then that will be it for my fresh produce for the rest of this challenge. Okay, here we go. Okay, so taco salad. I gotta remember, I'll pull some beans because we always use beans. Whether I make them into refried beans or keep them whole beans, we always use beans in our taco salad. Yep, and I'll have to use some salsa, which that'll be another pantry item. I'm not sure if I have any leftover in the fridge or not. I should have checked to see. If I have some leftover, we'll use that first, obviously. Okay, Wednesday. Wednesday is normally leftovers. But looking back on Monday and Tuesday, I don't think there's going to be any leftovers. But Wednesday is the day that my son has early baseball practice at our normal dinner time. So I got to make something easy that he can eat before we go. Okay, so I gotta cross off hamburger because we'll be using that hamburger for the taco salad. Okay, all right, I brought up 3 pounds of chicken legs. And I think what I'm gonna do with those is I'm gonna cook them all in the Instant Pot. And then I can take the meat off the bone after it cools off. And I think I'm gonna divide that into 2 different meals. So for Wednesday, I think I'll make like a spicy ramen, like a homemade ramen with the chicken. And then I'll put a soft boiled egg on top. Yeah, that sounds really yummy. We all like homemade ramen. Okay, so let's do, we'll do spicy ramen. Because that doesn't take long at all. If the chicken is already cooked, all I need to do is cook up the noodles in some chicken broth, and add some seasonings and spices and soft boil, or I could even fry an egg, but just leave the yolk, make sure the yolk is still soft. Yeah, so that will be really, really easy. Okay, spicy ramen with chicken and egg. That'll be a good one for Friday. Yeah, because I could make a big bowl of the ramen and just make the eggs as needed so they're nice and fresh. So, because my husband probably will not eat dinner until after practice, where my son will want to eat before practice. So then that way I can, when he's done with practice, then I can make my husband fresh egg with that. Okay, Thursday. Thursday's a special night. My son is going to cook dinner. He wants to do it. So, and as of now, he said that he didn't mind being on camera. He might not talk to the camera, and I told him that was not a problem. I could do a voiceover or play music or something. But he wants to make dinner himself. He told me what he needed, and we had everything that he needed. So that will be fun. At least I think it will be fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. And this will be my 15-year-old. He wanted to do it on Thursday. At first he wanted to cook on Monday, because Monday and Thursdays are the two nights that he doesn't have any baseball. He is going to do that. So all I know is I got him some smoked sausage out. He wants it to be a surprise. So I don't know what it is. And he said we need potatoes. I don't know what kind of potatoes, but I have all kinds of potatoes. I have regular potatoes, russet potatoes. I have canned potatoes, and I have frozen potatoes. So whatever he needs, we will have. Okay, so that'll be Thursday. So that's taken care of. Fun Food Friday. What I'm going to do, somebody gave me the idea of it last week. And it's something that I just like totally forgot about. You know how you get in like those cycles where you'll make something, and you'll make it a lot, and then you just get tired of it, so you kind of like forget about it for a while? Well, we haven't made quesadillas in a very, very long time. So for Fun Food Friday, I thought we would do chicken and cheese quesadillas on Friday, because I'm going to have all that chicken that I cooked earlier in the week, and that still goes under Fun Food Friday with the quesadillas. And I don't know how many people are going to be here Friday, so it makes it easy to do quesadillas, because I can make as many or as little as needed. Chicken and cheese quesadillas. Can't spell. Okay, so that's Friday. Okay. Saturday was normally a leftover day, but I'm gonna do that for Sunday because we have a lot going on Sunday. My husband and I are working down in our basement, cleaning it up a little bit, and then there are the Sunday night 2 practices, one after the other. So if I'm working downstairs in the basement all day, I'm not gonna feel like I'm not gonna have the time to cook. So we could do one of 2 things. If we have leftovers, then it'll be a leftover night, or I can pull out that one Mexican lasagna that I prepped that's in the freezer down there, and we can have Mexican lasagna on Sunday. But I have a feeling we're gonna have some leftovers because I just may be cooking on Saturday. Yeah, I found Brown Eyed Girl, MJD, I believe. She had suggested a German rouladen. I think that's how you say it. I didn't look up if that was the correct pronunciation for it. she had mentioned that to me and explained to me what it was. I've never heard of it before, and I'm German actually, but I have never heard of it before. So I went ahead and looked online and found this recipe for our authentic German rouladen. It is a little bit more in depth of a recipe, but it sounds wonderful. So I'm thinking I am going to maybe try this on Saturday. And that is if I have a house full of people. If I don't see, Saturdays are like come and go. I sometimes there's nobody in the house but my husband and I. Then sometimes there's a whole bunch of people in the house. So I'm going to kind of play it by ear. If I don't make it this Saturday, then I'll push it off and I'll do it next week. But I'm very anxious to try this. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put on for Saturday. I'm going to put on this rouladen. I hope that's how you say it. And then I brought up those frozen tricolored tortellinis, cheese tortellinis. I think that would be a great side for that. Tortellini. And then some veggie side. I always leave the veggie sides open. We always have vegetables. We just grab whatever in the mood for that day. Okay, so I think it looks good. This week was, like I said, a little bit easier because we had some different things going on. Monday, I have the tuna cakes, the leftover farro risotto. Tuesday, for Taco Tuesday, we're going to do taco salad. And I'll be using some beans and salsa from the pantry. Wednesday, we're going to do spicy ramen with chicken and egg on top. Thursday, my 15-year-old is going to cook us dinner, and it consists of smoked sausage and potatoes. That's all I know. Okay, then Friday, Fun Food Friday, will be chicken and cheese quesadillas. Saturday, if I cook on Saturday, we will have the authentic German rouladen, 3 cheese tortellini, and veggie. Sunday will be leftovers. So that is the plan, man, for this week's menu. It sounds good to me. So we'll see how this week goes, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, friends.